Alright guys, we want to walk through the best strategy and show you exactly how all of this works. Many of you have become familiar with companies like gladiacoin, walletpllus, and I don't know what they're doing in terms of the investing, the arbitrage and all of that they say that they're doing with the Bitcoin, you know, pitting one Bitcoin exchange against another. That certainly is possible, and they can certainly make a ton of money with a lot of large deposits. And the real key there in all of what I've just said is the large deposits. I mean, they both have binary systems. I did the math on it. If you only work the binary part of their system, well, as long as people are coming on board in that binary portion of the system, they will be able to be sustainable for a very long time, regardless of whether or not they are actually out there doing the trading as they suggest. Either way, it doesn't matter. They are very sustainable when people are buying back into the program, and more are coming into the program. Now, the reason that I say that is there is a better system than a binary in terms of bringing on what they call volume. And this program brings on volume. It does it in a straightforward manner. And basically they have different packages that you can buy, which is basically equating to the same thing as buying into different levels, or different packages is what they use, and that's what we'll use. But actually we'll use a different level, because that's what you're going to see here, and this is going to keep this simplified for you. So the best way to come on board, the best strategy, is to buy in the first 4 levels at one time. We call that the team build here. So you're going to buy in through the first 4 levels. It's going to be 0.013 Bitcoin in total. You add all of these up to get to 0.13, and based on one Bitcoin being $1,000, you're looking at about $13. Now, the good news, or the great news, is that at the time of this recording, it happened so fast, almost in the blink of an eye. Bitcoin has risen from from $1,000 per Bitcoin to about $1,500 or $1,600 per Bitcoin. So that same $13 is now, these 4 here, the 4 lines there, the 4 levels there, is now roughly about $20 you're buying in, if you're going to buy in at the team build option. Why do you want to do that? Well, number one, it's going to place you in a position to be able to realize and not miss any payments from any of your buy-ins on any of your packages, any of your levels, one and the same. So you're not going to miss payments. Your total cash out that you'll actually be able to receive from this, and again, this is based on one Bitcoin equaling $1,000. Here, just for simplicity's sake, is about $180 or so. Now, keep in mind, Bitcoin has risen, so that's roughly about $300, close to $300, $280, $290, somewhere, and then Bitcoin is constantly going up, so we're going to say $300. Okay? So that's why you don't want to miss out on that. And another reason is because it pushes you all the way to this level. You've got to be at, if you want to be a Bitz Balla, you've got to get to level 5 through 8. That's your objective. That is your goal. Why? Because when you buy in for 0.100 Bitcoin, and let me repeat that, you buy in level 5, the Bitz Balla level, at 0.1000 or 0.1, well, that's basically based on one Bitcoin being $1,000. That's basically $100, and you have made $300 through the first 4 levels. So you are now playing with house money. And when you come on board here, why do you want to do that? That's where the real money is. You are eligible to receive up to $3,200 with that buy-in. And you have to buy in on the package where you want to receive. So in other words, you buy in that package, $3,200. And again, I'm going to keep it simplified based on one Bitcoin equaling $1,000 so we can get through this quickly, even though it's 1.5 times more than what I'm stating here. Keep that in mind. So you buy in here, you make a few $100, well then you want to go ahead and, as soon as you can, and you see things working, and if you just have Bitcoin lying around, you want to buy in and get you a Bitcoin. You want to donate a Bitcoin to someone, because that buys you into this package, and you're going to be able to receive 64 payments of the same. So you're going to receive 64 bitcoins. And in this example, that's over $64,000. Now, at this point, you're definitely balling, and keep in mind, through all of the levels, you're earning on all of these levels now, or all of these packages, you've bought into each one of them. So in real life, you're making about $100,000. And how many people do you know who actually make $100,000 per year? Not everybody does it. Now, you may be blessed to know a whole bunch of people, a lot, that make that kind of money. I don't know that many that make $100,000. I mean, they're making 50, 60, 70, not $100,000 a year. Makes a big difference. And this is Bitcoin, guys. This income isn't taxed. The government, no world government, has any control over it whatsoever. It is ready cash. So really, now that $100,000 is more really like $150,000, $160,000 a year income. Grasp that. Put your arms around that, guys. Now, if you're making $100,000, you would be pure plumb loco not to buy into the next package. The next package is 4 Bitcoin. You have to buy in, you have to be bought into a package in order to earn from that package. Common sense, simple. That is the power of what we're doing here. And it's 4 Bitcoin. But why would you buy in? Because you're going to be able to realize over $500,000. So that's 512 Bitcoin. Guys, based on 1 Bitcoin being $1,000, that is over $500,000. The reality is that now, at the price point where Bitcoin is right now, that's about $800,000, $900,000. Now, to equate that amount to a real salary income, it's well over $1 million. That's basically your buying power. Phenomenal. Understand that. Absolutely phenomenal. Again, you're going to upgrade, and we use the word upgrade and buy in. It's one and the same. One and the same is same as buying a package. So you're going to buy in. If you got any sense, or even a lick of sense at all, and you're making $1 million, $500,000, if you don't buy in to the next product, which is here, the next level, and that's the final, you're crazy, because you're able to realize over $2 million. With Bitcoin where it is right now, that's well over $3 million. Are you crazy? Are you kidding me? Now, it is said, and this is very important, that 1 Bitcoin, just 1 Bitcoin, in 10 years will be worth $500,000 to $1 million. 1 Bitcoin, I'm going to repeat it, 1 Bitcoin will be worth, by industry experts, anywhere from $500,000 to $1 million. Well, at this point in time, you've got, just from this buy-in here, over 2,000 Bitcoin. Not 2,048, because we're going to subtract your buy-in, so you got 2,040 Bitcoin. I don't want to do the math, but I'll go ahead and say $1 million. And in 10 years, that $1 million, you're looking at, I'm going to say the math is, it's a lot of money. $2 billion. $2 billion at this point. That is how powerful this is. Not only are you buying into a program, you're buying into a program where the program itself, the Bitcoin itself, is multiplying your profits. Guys, there is a real paradigm shift here. Get in this thing right now before you get left behind. This is the wild, wild west. This is the new era gold rush. This is the digital cryptocurrency gold rush. Get in this thing right now. Get yourself some Bitcoin. Even if you were only able to get in, let's be modest about it. Let's say you don't make it through the entire program. The program's not going anywhere. It's going to be there. It's based on volume. So let's say you get in this thing and your donations have reached, I don't know, let's say just right in the middle. We'll say 32 Bitcoin. You're at 32 Bitcoin. Guys, hold on to that Bitcoin. Hold on to your hat, because 32 Bitcoin, again, in 10 years is $32 million. I almost said a bad word. It's $32 blanking million. So we want you to get out of the will work for Bitcoin. This opportunity is the one that will get you out of there, get you on a path to become a Bitcoin baller. Guys, get in this thing now. It will change your life. Have an outstanding, super good day.